The hunter's voice carried through the bar like a shockwave, heavy and deliberate. "I've killed Deathworlders," he announced, slamming his fists into the table. Metal groaned. Glasses rattled. Conversation died instantly. Not one. Not two. Enough to recognize the sound of hope breaking when legends fail. A thin ripple of laughter followed. Forced, hollow. On Karen Drift, laughter wasn't humor. It was armor. The station existed in a legal gray zone, far from courts and consequences. The bar reflected that reality perfectly. Low lighting, recycled air tinged with ozone and old mistakes, and patrons who survived by not getting involved. The hunter loved the attention. He was enormous, even by his species standards. Thick muscle wrapped in scarred hide, every mark worn like a medal. His movements were theatrical, calculated to remind everyone how fragile they were. High-gravity worlds. Predators. Storm planets, he sneered. "I've hunted worse." Several patrons shifted uneasily. A few finished their drinks and quietly edged toward the exits. 3 tables away, a woman sat perfectly still. No armor. No visible weapon. Just a human woman in a plain jacket, one hand loosely around a glass of amber liquid. She didn't look at him. Didn't flinch. Her breathing was slow and controlled, like someone listening to thunder after surviving the storm. The hunter leaned back, grinning. "Humans scream like everything else," he said loudly. "They just break easier." The woman took a calm sip. And in that small, unnoticed moment, the ending of this story changed. The bar's murmur returned in fragments. Pretended laughter. Avoided eye contact. Survival on Karen Drift often meant acting like you hadn't heard something you absolutely had. The hunter stood, rising to his full height. His shadow swallowed the room as he paced. "Here's the secret," he said softly. "Pain isn't danger. Pain is information." A quarry trader recoiled. Someone whispered a warning. Deathworlders weren't myths. Entire trade routes avoided their worlds. Armies had collapsed trying to tame planets humans called home. The hunter dismissed it with a wave. Gravity breaks them. Fear breaks them. 3 tables away, the human set her glass down. Not hard. Not gently. Precisely. Her eyes lifted, not to his face, but to his hands. 4 of them. Scarred. Overconfident. She noticed the imbalance in his stance. The slight hitch in his shoulder. Old injury. Untreated. "I killed 3 humans myself," the hunter bragged. That earned a reaction. The woman's fingers tapped the table once, then stopped. The air tightened. For the first time that night, the hunter sensed something wrong. Someone in the room wasn't afraid. He mistook the silence for admiration. "Strip them of tools," he said louder. "They fall apart." The human didn't move. From a nearby booth, an off-world trader noticed the stillness. Not fear. Not shock. Restraint. The kind learned where mistakes get people killed. "Hey," the hunter barked, pointing at her. "You've been quiet." The room froze. The human looked up and met his eyes for the first time. Her expression was neutral. Almost bored. "No," she said calmly. "You didn't." The words hit harder than any threat. The hunter frowned. "Didn't what?" "You didn't kill 3 humans," she replied. "Not the way you described." Challenging a braggart was dangerous. Challenging a supposed Deathworlder killer was suicidal. The hunter stepped closer. "And how would you know?" She stood. She was smaller. Lighter. But the space around her seemed to contract, as if the room had recalibrated its center. "Because humans don't die like that," she said. "Not quickly. Not quietly. And not without making it expensive." Murmurs spread. "You think I'm lying," the hunter growled. "I know you are," she answered evenly. "Your stories don't match human biology, history, or physics." His fists clenched. "I've torn Deathworlders apart." She took one deliberate step forward. "Then you'll recognize this," she said softly, tapping her chest. "I'm human." Silence detonated. Fear rippled through the room. Glass shattered somewhere. Deathworlders weren't supposed to sit calmly in bars. They were soldiers. Monsters. Myths. The hunter laughed, but his voice lacked weight. "You don't look like one." "That's because you don't know what to look for." Her movements were slow. Open-handed. De-escalating, while calculating. "You said you cut a man's throat and he dropped fast," she continued. "That tells me you've never watched a human fight to stay alive." The hunter took a step back without realizing it. Our ribs bend, she went on. Pain focuses us. And you don't have the leverage to do what you claim. Enough, he snarled, swinging. The human was already moving. She stepped inside the strike, redirected the force, and let his momentum betray him. Her elbow struck precisely beneath his chest plate. Air left his lungs in a hollow gasp. Breathing matters, she said quietly. Chaos erupted. She twisted his arm with alignment, not strength. Bone locked. He roared. A sweep. A shove at the wrong angle. The giant hit the floor hard enough to shake the deck. She stepped back, hands raised, breathing steady. Pain is information, she said. You just never learn to read it. Security arrived moments later. The human complied instantly. No resistance. No excuses. Assault initiated by him, she stated calmly. Self-defense. Minimal force. Medics scanned the hunter. No internal bleeding, one muttered. Dislocation. Nerve shock. You could have killed him, an officer said. Yes, she replied. The hunter was dragged away, broken more in pride than body. The human retrieved her jacket. Her untouched drink waited where she'd left it. Fear in the bar changed shape. Later, the trader approached her. You could have ended him, he said. Why didn't you? Because dead liars become legends, she replied. Alive ones become warnings. Word spread. Not fast, but effectively. Bragging about killing humans stopped being impressive. It became dangerous. Because humans weren't terrifying for their violence. They were terrifying because they knew when not to use it.